Hello, good morning students. How are you? So I think you all are fine. So today we are going to learn the next number name. So already we have learned the number name for 1. Now tell me the number name for 1. O-N-E. Tell me O-N-E. This is the number name for 1. I told you to write in the rough note and see O-N-E 1. Now today, what is this number? Tell me what is this number? 2. So today we are going to learn the number name for 2. T-W-O 2. T-W-O 2. T-W-O 2. O-N-E 1. T-W-O-2. I think you all know the small letters from A to Z. So you all know to write the small letters from A to Z. So now tell me what is this letter? T-W-O-2. T-W-O-2. This is the number name for 2. So what you should do today is, I told you to write this in your rough note. So take a rough note, write number 2, write the number name for 2 for 1 page. For 1 page, you should write the number name for 2. T-W-O-2. Okay, good. Now next, we are going to see this book, Environmental Studies. So in this book, page number 17, we are going to see the animal shelters. So what do you mean by shelter? Shelters, animal shelters. Animal shelters. Okay, where do you live? Children, where do you live? You live in your home. So you have a home and you live there. Why are you living there? It protects us from heat, rain, wind. It protects us from everything. So மலையில இருந்து உங்களை காக்குது, rain and heat, வெயில். So இது எல்லாத்துக்காகவும் நம்ம எதில இருக்கிறோம்? We are living in a house. We live in a house. Okay? So we live in a house. So then where do the animals live? Animals எங்கெல்லாம் இருக்கும்? நீங்க பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா? Do animals have a home? Animalsக்கு home இருக்கா? உங்களே மாதிரி animalsக்கு home இருக்காமா? Do animals have a home? Have you seen any homes of the animals? Have you seen? Yes. So today we are going to see about that. Where do the birds live? Birds. Have you seen the birds? Crow. Tell me the name some birds. Crow, hen. So these are the birds. So some birds, they build their nest on a tree. Tree. So this is a tree. Can you see? Have you seen the nest? Bird's nest on a tree. கூடு பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா? ட்ரீல வந்து நெஸ்ட் இருக்கும். Have you seen? அதுல birds இருக்கும். Have you seen the bird's nest? The birds live in their nest. யார் அந்த நெஸ்ட கட்டுவாங்க? Who build the nest? நம்ம கட்டுறோமா? அந்த நெஸ்ட் நம்மளா கட்டுறோம்? No, we don't build the nest. The birds say, they build their nest. They collect the grasses and hay and they build the nest. Okay? So the birds live in the nest. They build the nest. They live the nest. So have you seen the animals? Animals, name some pet animals which you see. Dog, cat, cow. Have you seen these animals? So where do these animals live? இது எங்க இருக்கு? They live in a house itself. நம்ம கூடயே இருக்கு. எங்க இருக்கு? Where do these animals live? Animals எங்க பார்த்திருக்கீங்க? Where does the cow live? Cow எங்க இருக்கும்? பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா? Have you seen the cow? Cow எங்க இருக்குமா? நம்ம வீட்டுக்குள்ள இருக்கா? No. எங்க இருக்கு? Where does the cow live? The cow lives in a shed. கவுக்கு தனியா ஷெட் இருக்கும். அந்த ஷெட்ல தான் கவ் இருக்கும். Have you seen the cow shed? Cow shed பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா? So cow lives in a shed. And dog. Where does the dog live? Dog's house பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா? Have you seen? Kennel. Dog lives in a kennel. Where does the dog live? The dog lives in a kennel. Then horse. Have you seen a horse? Horse lives in a stable. Horse lives in a stable. So where does the cow live? Cow lives in the shed. Where does the dog live? Dog lives in a kennel. Where does the horse live? Horse lives in a stable. So these are the houses that are built by man. நம்ம தான் இதை கட்டுறோம். These are the house that are built by man. இது யாரு? இது அதுவே கட்டிக்கிடுமா? கவ்வே, ஷெட், கெனல், ஸ்டேபிள் இதெல்லாம் அவங்களே கட்டிப்பாங்களா? இல்ல. These are man-made shelters. நம்ம தான் கட்டி கொடுக்கிறோம். Man-made shelters. These are all called man-made shelters. Birds வந்து their own shelter. They make their own shelters. Birds வந்து they build their own nest. Birds வந்து அதுவே அது nest கட்டிக்கிடும். But these animals, இந்த animals ஆல அதோட house கட்ட முடியுமா? கவ்வால அதோட வீட கட்ட முடியுமா? No, it can't build its house. So cow எங்க இருக்கும்? ஷெட்ல இருக்கும். Dog எங்க இருக்கும்? kennel. Horse எங்க இருக்கு? stable. So these are all the shed, kennel, stable லாம் யார் கட்டுறாங்க? Man. நம்ம தான் கட்டுறோம். Man-made shelters. So man-made shelters, these are all called man-made shelters. Now you take your book, Environmental Science, page number 17, sheet number 17. You take sheet number 17, animal shelters. Some animals cannot build their own shelters. அதால அது வீட கட்ட முடியாது. Some animals அதால அதோட வீட கட்ட முடியாது. So man builds shelter for them. So என்ன பண்றாங்க? Man தான் அதுக்கு வந்து வீடு கட்டுறாங்க. These are called man-made shelters. So these three are called man-made. இதே மாதிரி நிறைய இருக்கு. So these are called man-made shelters. Now what you should do is, you are what animals do you see here? Cow, horse, and dog. I told you. Where does the cow live? Cow lives in a shed. Where does the dog live? Dog lives in a kennel. And where does the horse live? Horse lives in a stable. So what you should do is, these are the houses of the animals. These are man-made shelters. This is another man-made shelters. So what you should do is, cow lives in a shed. You draw lines and match to the shed. Horse lives in a stable. Draw lines and match to the stable. Dog lives in a kennel. This is dog's house. This is built by man. So you match it. Now do it. Then after doing this, now see, some animals build their own shelters. Trace the names of the shelters. See here. What picture do you see here? Bird. So where does the bird live? Where does the bird live? The bird lives in a nest. அது nestல இருக்கு. It lays eggs. அதுல முட்டை போட்டுருக்கா? It lays eggs. And it lives in a nest. So bird's house is nest. So now the word nest is given in dotted lines. Dotted linesல இருக்கு. So you trace over the dotted lines. Okay. Then next, where does what is this? Honeybee. So you have seen honeybee. Okay. Honeybee lives in a comb. Honeycomb. So you have seen this honeycomb in trees. So honey lives in the honeybee. Honeybee lives in the comb. honeycomb. So trace those letters, dotted letters. Okay. This is today's work. So you have to complete this work. So I'll ask you tomorrow, what are man-made? Name some man-made shelters. Kennel, shed, and stable. These are all man-made shelters. These are, and where does the dog live? Dog lives in a kennel. Where does the horse live? Horse lives in a stable. Where does the cow live? Cow lives in a shed. Okay. Now where does this bird live? Bird lives in a nest. Where does this honeybee live? It lives in a honeycomb. Okay. So I'll ask you questions tomorrow. So you do this page. Okay. Good. Now next. So listen here. So next is general knowledge. General knowledge book. First, I told you many safety habits. So these are the safety habits inside our house. So inside a house, what are the things that we should do? நம்ம என்னெல்லாம் செய்யணும், என்னெல்லாம் செய்யக்கூடாது, we shouldn't do. அதெல்லாம் இதுல இருக்கு. So you put a tick in the safe habit. Safe உள்ள habit க்கு you should put a tick mark and cross out for the dangerous habits. So what do you see in this first picture? What do you see in this first picture? This boy is sitting straight in his place, in his chair, and he is studying. Is this correct or wrong? Is this safety or unsafe? It's safe. So put a tick mark. Okay. Now put a tick mark. Now see here. What is this boy doing? Can you see? This boy is playing with the matchsticks. Matchbox. He is burning this. He's playing with this candle. Candle is there. He's playing with that fire. So you shouldn't play with this. It will catch fire. So this is wrong. This is not safe. I play with matchsticks. Is it right or wrong? Wrong. So put a wrong mark. Cross mark. Okay. Good. Okay. What is this boy doing? He's playing the switches. So do you play like this, ma? No, you shouldn't play like this. This is not safe. So I play with electricity. Current level. Is it right? Wrong. So put a wrong. Okay. These are all indoors. So now you are all on in your home. So you shouldn't do like this. This is not safe for you. You are all at indoors. Indoors now so you should not play with this. Okay. I'll ask your mummy, are you playing like this? These are all unsafe. This is not safe for you. So don't play with this. Now I play with sharp objects. So see here, your mummy will be using knife and many sharp objects in the kitchen. So do you play with that? No, you should not play with the knife and sharp objects. It will cut your hand. Okay. So don't play like this. I play with sharp objects. Is it right or wrong? Wrong. So put a cross mark. Okay. So next, I run around the classroom. So in the classroom, what will you do? Will you sit straight or will you roam here and there? You should not run here and there. You should sit in your place. So we come to school for learning. So what you should do? You should sit in your place and you should be a good student. Good children or a place la ukkandu neenga padikkanum. So I run around the classroom. Ipdi odalama? Odakudadu. You should not run like this. So put a wrong mark. Cross it. Okay. Good. Now next. I do not touch or eat medicines on my own. I do not touch or eat medicines on my own. Good. This is good. See here. Neenga vandu medicines touch pannakudadu. So who will give you tablets? Mummy only should give you tablets. Neengalave adu eduthu podakudadu. Tablet la neengalave use pannakudadu. Mummy only should give it. So what you should do is I do not touch or eat medicines on my own. நீங்களாவே எடுத்து மருந்து மாத்திரை இதெல்லாம் சாப்பிடக்கூடாது. ஓகே அம்மா? So this is correct. Okay, I do not touch or eat medicines on my own. நீங்க டச் பண்ணவும் கூடாது அந்த மெடிசின்ஸை, நீங்க அதை சாப்பிடவும் கூடாது. மம்மி தான் கொடுக்கணும். Mummy only should give. So put a tick mark. Next, I play in the kitchen. So kitchen, what's the use of it? We cook food. அங்க விளையாடலாமா நம்ம? We should not play. கிச்சன்ல நம்ம விளையாடக்கூடாது. It is not safe. So I play in kitchen இந்த பையன் போட்டிருக்காங்க. So it is wrong. So put a cross mark. Okay. I burst crackers inside the house. Okay. Deepavali appo, do you burst crackers? So அது crackers-லாம் வீட்டுக்குள்ள வச்சு வெடிப்பீங்களாமா? No. You should not burst crackers inside your home. It will catch fire. Fire ஆயிரும். தீ பிடிச்சிரும். So you should not burst crackers inside your house. Okay. And you should not play with the crackers. மம்மி டேடியோ கூட இல்லாம நீங்க அதை வச்சு ப்ளே பண்ணக்கூடாது, விளையாடக்கூடாது. மம்மி டேடியோட தான் நீங்க பண்ணணும். ஓகே. So these are all the safety things at indoors. So you have to complete this page. Okay. Okay children, so complete this page. So see here children, this is the alphabet book, and in the alphabet book, so you know all the alphabets, capital letters and small letters. So while you are free at home, you try to complete at least one page daily. Okay, because there are many pages till small z to z, so you have to complete it one by one. Okay. So now, what are the two-letter words we learned last week? So do you remember the two-letter words that we learned last week? Yes. Am, an, at, then as, as. So these are all the words. These are all the two-letter words we learned last week. So you should write this also in your rough note, and letter number name for 2 also. So this is your homework. So do it. Okay. Do it correctly and show me the homework daily. Or you send the homework. Okay. Take a photocopy of it and send it to the WhatsApp number. Okay. Okay, children. Then shall we see tomorrow? Okay, bye. See you tomorrow.